Hello, everybody. Good evening from my side. Good morning and good afternoon. Happy Thursday to you all. Trust that you had an amazing and great day. It was a gorgeous and a lovely sunny day over here in Ireland. I wonder how's the weather wherever you are watching us from. So, welcome to Real Talk with Bianca. Mindset your roadway to wealth. Wow, I'm so super excited because tonight is an amazing and a special night because I have a special guest and we're also celebrating the 20th episode of Real Talk with Bianca. Mindset your roadway to wealth. So, yay, I'm so super excited for that. Later on, we're going to be popping some champagne to just celebrate. So, just prepare whatever you have, whether it's water or juice, whatever you have, get your glass ready. When it's time, then we do it. So, I'm super excited and delighted. I'm here with one amazing lady that I met through this digital space. Wow, isn't that amazing and exciting? She's all the way from the United States of America, and I'm super excited to present to you Coach Sacha Walton. She's a business coach. She's a speaker and author, and she hosts a podcast which is According to Sasha, and she's a winner of ACHI Women of Inspiration. So I'm super delighted to have her on board, and I'm going to ask her to unmute herself and greet our audience and tell us a little bit about herself, who she is, and where she is, and so on. Over to you, Sasha.
Thank you, Bianca, for that warm welcome. And good evening, everybody out there in Ireland. And I am so excited to be here with Bianca and you guys. Like Bianca said, I am from the US. I am in this state called Virginia and lived here most of my life. And I am a business coach, author, podcast host. I love my podcast. I have fun with. It's called According to Sasha, and you can find that on all streaming platforms. But I'm also a mother. I am a mother of a 25-year-old and an 11-year-old dog. So I have a daughter and a dog, so I have to include him too. And um, and I just love what I do. I love what I do. I love helping people with my platform, and I've been in business for 20 years, and dealing with all scopes of different businesses as far as like event production, and eventually I just rounded everything into being a business coach and kind of being more visible out here in the world, and that's how I got connected with Bianca. So thank you so much for the warm welcome.
Wow, thank you so much for accepting to come on my show and to come and share and inspire people. I really, really appreciate your humility and you accepting to take time from your busy schedule to do this. I don't take it for granted. And for those that do not know me, my name is Bianca Ayila. I'm a mom of three boys, and I reside in the Republic of Ireland, Dublin to be precise. I'm a lifestyle coach and a health coach. I'm a show presenter, and I'm a music singer as well. So singing is one of my passions. I'm an inspired motivational speaker. So that is Bianca in a nutshell. And this platform, of course, is about empowering, uplifting, trying to to shift and change people's mindset, regarding certain issues and topics in life, because I believe that mindset is core and key in whatever aspect of your life. If your mindset is in the right place, you will be able to accomplish everything that you're possible you can be able to do. And this platform is about making people to be helping people to be better versions of themselves. It's about gearing people to be better and best versions of themselves. So that is why different speakers come here every Tuesday, every Thursday to share their journeys of health, their journeys to success, to tell us how they've done it, and to, for them to also share some tips with us how we can like do it as well, because I believe that everybody wants to be successful, everybody wants good health. So I'm really, really excited for tonight. And I'm just going to say thank you so much for presenting yourself to our amazing audience. Sasha, I really appreciate again. And by the way, she is CEO of SWI. I left that part out. My apologies for that.
Oh, no worries.
She's the founder of SWI in the United States of America over there. So, I'm just going to jump on now to my questions for you for tonight.
Okay.
Um, can you tell me what do you think what role does mindset play in a person's success? Or maybe you can start maybe by even defining what mindset is to you.
So, what mindset means to me
Mhm.
is having ownership and totality of your thinking. Um, it could go either way in a positive space or a negative space, but having that positive mindset towards life and things that you do actually helps to propel you even the more. It creates the belief, it creates the sustainability and the perseverance to move forward. So that's what I believe mindset means to me, or what it actually means in my definition. But it is also very important on your journey. Um, your mind is so powerful, and the thoughts that you have, and how your belief systems come about, and how you process things. And when we really understand the power of our own mind, whether it leads us in a negative way or a positive way, we're always going to go the positive direction. But we also know how, when we kind of get into a funk, that's our negative mindset kind of tapping into areas that's attached to your emotions. But when we understand the power of our mind and going forward, and knowing that in our journey, looking at our purpose, our ideas, the path that we have, and how we move forward, you have to have that mindset of belief and confidence and um, perseverance to continue that onward trajectory in a positive way. Because it's so easy for the negative, thoughts and the negative things to kind of capture you or try to hold you back from even being successful. And
Mhm.
so, yeah, it's highly important to really understand the totality of your mind on this journey,
Mhm.
especially in business.
Absolutely. Okay. So what role do you think it plays like for people like now?
So the role is the very actually it's the beginning and ending role of everything.
Mhm.
Everything starts with your mind. It starts with the thoughts. It starts with how you perceive, the perceptions. Everything really, your whole body is, I mean, your whole body is actually moving through the forces of your mindset and your mind and your thoughts. So it is a very important role to have the proper mindset. Um, is very important to everything that you do. That mindset, I would like to say it in this way, especially since we're talking about business and entrepreneurship. Um, having that role, the mindset plays such an important role into your entrepreneurship, because it can make or break what you do. Having that understanding of, I have to be confident in order to succeed. I have to let go of the fears and the procrastination and the negative thinking and stereotypes and everything that can come along that way, that could hinder you along your path and your journey. And so when you really embrace the faith, the confidence, like I said, everything that's positive along your journey, you see how
Mhm.
much of a role that really plays in it. Um, like I said, it can make or break you. You will either get stuck where you at and never will move forward, or you just embrace the greatness of who you are in that mindset and propel forward.
Absolutely. I must agree. Really, a mindset is core to each and everything, in life. Because
Hmm.
if you start doubting yourself and, allow things to weigh you down, I mean, it will obviously affect you. It will affect your roadway to success, in a way. So now, can you just share with us what was your journey like to where you are? Like let's just go back to the beginning. Where did it all start for you? I
Okay.
mean, when from school, when you grew up, were you someone, did you ever think one day in your life you'd be a business owner, you'd be a coach? What was your dream like when you were still young?
Yeah, it's so funny that you asked that because I was in a conversation about that with one of my friends not too long ago.
Mm-hmm,
And I would say I cannot remember, me having that mindset, oh, I'm going to be this big business owner, as I
mm-hmm,
grow up. I wanted to be a veterinarian. That was my
mm-hmm,
dream. But I
mm-hmm,
do remember always playing as if I was in an office when I play make believe. I always played as if I was a secretary or I was, typing and all this other stuff. So I might say there was some underlying dreams that were there or even the purpose that was there the entire time, but I never tapped
mm-hmm,
into it at that age. But I
mm-hmm.
would say, give you something funny. When I was in elementary school, I did draw pictures and sell them for like 5 cents, 25 cents, and kids was buying them and everything. And I was making my ice cream money. So I guess maybe subconsciously it was there, and I was just doing the thing like, oh, I can make some money and just roll on with it. But it really didn't
Bam,
set
let me
in.
just hold you there. I love, no, you know what? That was already a sign. You
Yeah.
know why I'm laughing about it? Because I was the same. From primary school, I'd buy sweets and like this chocolate sweets, chocolate eclairs and sell. Sometimes I'll make some sandwiches and bring over, and maybe sometimes even give them on credit, or sometimes they pay me cash or whatever the case may be. So that
Right.
thing, we never know, but there's already a seed. If you go back into time, you'll
Mhm.
identify that there was something already that was kind of like announcing that something bigger is coming.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
proceed,
And
lady.
as I went on through life, I've always had ideas of wanting to start a business. Like, being a young adult, wanting to start a business, but once again, that mindset kind of
updated from time to do new things, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I don't accept those upgrades, what happens? I
Yeah.
won't be able to use the new features, right?
Right.
So applies our own mind. Our mind needs to be renewed. It needs, the Bible says you need to renew your mind. And in the world, you say you need to upgrade, you need to shift, you need to upgrade your mindset each and every
Mm-hmm.
day. So I'm glad that you embraced and you went as far as starting your show, your podcast, and so on. Because that is the thing that you like. I mean, it was something that you could do from the comfort of your own home without
Mm-hmm.
like going to work. Like in your house, you could be hosting people, just like now I'm hosting you right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is
Yes.
the power of like the digital space.
Yes.
So if you still want to remain in the 5110 Nokia era, you will remain in that area. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
operate a 5110 with an operating system of an iPhone 13.
Yeah.
It cannot work. So
Mm-hmm.
same applies. That is why we are here, to try and help you upgrade your mindset, to help you to realize that everything has gone digital.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's gone digital. Even so many jobs, they're being replaced by robots. That has been happening for years, and you can imagine now is going to be even worse.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your plan? Are you ready for it? Are you? That is the question that I'm asking you at home. Are you ready for it? How ready are
Mm-hmm.
you for it?
Mm-hmm.
So as
Yes.
Sasha shares opportunities with you, as I share opportunities, or whoever shared this video or live stream with you, reach out to that person and ask them, okay, how can I do it? What is the way forward? What's the way forward? They will
Mm-hmm.
definitely give you a way. She's a business coach. I'm a business coach. And the people that are going to be sending you this video as well, they're business coaches. Let them, I just ask them, what do I need to do? I believe they'll hold your hand and show you what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, my lady, what's your take on residual income?
Residual
Or,
income
yeah,
is
or let me round it together and say, or maybe digital business and so on. And how has it helped you? How has it blessed you?
yes. So residual income in the digital business space, that's where I'm at
Mm-hmm.
now because of
Mm-hmm.
the shift of everything in the world.
Yes.
Especially like I said, with the event industry being kind of tampered, with the pandemic. So
Mm-hmm.
I am solely a digital business now and with
Mm-hmm.
all the apps and all. So, but
Mm-hmm.
my take on residual income is by far where you really want to be because you can make money while you're sleeping. And
Mm-hmm.
so, but it's all about having that constant flow of income. And
Mm-hmm.
then with paired with good management, because you can have
Mm-hmm.
residual income and have
Mm-hmm.
poor management skills and
And then
still
yeah,
won't
back to
benefit.
zero. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But when that money comes in
Mm-hmm.
and is blessing you in that way, um, it's that perpetual flow that it
Mm-hmm.
creates, for longevity. And like I said, paired with good management skills, then
Mm-hmm.
you have it for the long run. But always have multiple streams of income, multiple
Mm-hmm.
streams of residual income,
Mm-hmm.
because coming in from every angle, and it's just a blessing in it all. I'm a firm believer of having multiple streams, and
Mm-hmm.
but it's definitely been a blessing to me, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, a pandemic taught us that don't put all your eggs in one basket. I mean,
Yeah.
if that's one lesson that people learned from this pandemic, it was
Hmm.
good and bad in a way.
Oh yeah.
But the good part of it is that it taught us to come out of our comfort zone, that don't just look and focus on one thing, on one salary or one income. You need to have multiple streams, because
Hmm.
if there's a crash in one area, at least you know you have a backup plan.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's very, very important. So tell me, is there anything that you can say that, okay, in these 20 years, this is what I've been able to accomplish? If you're, of course, if you're comfortable to share, but if you're not, that is still okay. You know, is there anything that you can say that I've been able to accomplish this solid thing and this and that and that?
Yeah, so I've had many accomplishments along the way.
Okay.
A lot of major events that I've been so proud of. Um,
Wow. Mm.
festival, 3-day festivals with over 5,000 people managing it,
Wow.
effectively, and
Mm.
doing stage productions. And my biggest, I would say, along with that, one of my biggest
Mm.
accomplishments was really getting into the government contracting with federal and state. That was
Mm.
major. That was a goal that I had been wanting to do since 2013. And when I actually made that happen, well, not really me making it happen, but when it happened for me, it
Mm-hmm.
was by way of, I became full-time entrepreneurship by way of a layoff. The company I
Mm.
was working for 20 years, I got caught up in a layoff. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna move my business up to my
Mm-hmm.
full-time business while, sorting through all this stuff. And I went
Mm-hmm.
heavily after government contracting. And that was in 2018. So it took me like 5 years to really get my mind in that space and ready to accomplish
Mm.
those goals. But
Mm.
it happened and during that time, and that was
Mm.
why I
Mm.
said yes, I embrace that freedom. But
Mm.
now I say that my biggest accomplishment is me overcoming my own fears,
Mm.
embracing where I'm at right now, and being the face of my brand and the business. And that to me right there is the biggest accomplishment, is overcoming.
Wow, congratulations on
Thank
on your accomplishments. I'm so delighted for you. I'm happy for you. I know for you to gain a contract with the government is a big thing. It's not a small thing, especially
you.
in America. I'm really delighted, and I'm happy when I'm seeing, black people, black women like us, rising up. It gives me so much joy.
Yeah,
It's good. I'm about empowering even men as well, but it gives me much more joy when I'm seeing women being empowered, like the most, especially our black women. It gives me so much pride and joy, and I'm so delighted for you.
thank
Now,
you.
my next question for you is that who are the people that have inspired you, or people that you've looked up to? Or maybe it could be maybe books or anything. Or what motivates you?
So what motivates me? Number one, the first person I've always looked up to was my grandfather. He had that
Mm,
work ethic about himself, and
mm,
I'm waking up early in the morning, ready to go to work with him, knowing that I can at 5, 6, 7 years old. But
mm-hmm,
watching him and how he handled business was
mm,
like this thing. As far as books, I love. I am a Christian, so that you know, motivates me, understanding and knowing that there is,
mm,
the word and, everything that is of God that is really the force behind everything that you do. And then also, as far as books, I love the old school teachings of like
mm,
Think and Grow Rich,
mm-hmm.
The Word is Your Wand.
Love that.
I
Mm-hmm,
love books like that with Florence Scovel Schwinn.
mm-hmm,
And I keep that on repeat sometimes because it's full of affirmations and helps me
mm,
to stay focused at times.
mm,
And then, yeah, and on top of that, what motivates me even more is even my daughter.
okay.
Being able to show her that you can reach your goals, you can reach your dreams, no matter what challenges you are faced with, and you just long as you
Absolutely.
continue to
Mm,
keep that goal ahead and persevere and just show her, because I am about building legacy with what I'm
mm-hmm.
doing, and it actually shows her that she could do anything and accomplish anything. So she sees that resilience, and
Wow.
that pleases me.
Okay, that's amazing. So tell me, what was your grandfather into, if you don't mind sharing?
He was a master carpenter. He was a master carpenter, and he did everything as far as building any and everything he could do it, but he was a foreman as
Mm,
well.
yeah.
One of my goals is to be the first millionaire within my immediate family group. And I do believe that a
And
lot of
so shall
what
it
he
be.
could have
Mm,
done, thank you.
mm.
I believe that what he could have been, I can do as well.
Oh,
So,
yes. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's amazing. So have you had any face backs, like, in your journey of this business?
my main setback, well, two. First, it was me. I was my own
Mm-hmm.
setback. But the main setback after that was pretty much the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that kind of set me back just a little bit. Not
Mm-hmm.
too much. It was just more so of a reinventing of things. But
Mm-hmm.
I say it set me back a little bit because it kind of put me back into this mindset of, oh my gosh, like, what can I do this? This has happened. I was on this high about things, and now here I am. What's going to happen next? Um, it when you really look at entrepreneurship and the mental health part of it and keeping the right mindset,
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people entrepreneurship is not for the weak. And
Oh,
so you really
absolutely.
do have
Yes,
to
I
have a
agree.
strong
Mm-hmm.
mindset behind it, because you can, especially if that's your sole
Mm-hmm.
resource.
Yeah,
If it's not going right, if your money is not flowing right, you think your world is falling apart. And
absolutely. Mm.
so I had to kind of get out of that. So it wasn't just like a financial setback, not just that, but it was more so an emotional setback. A little,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of had me in that place a little bit. Um, but yeah, I kicked it to the curb and
So
got it
how did you
together.
overcome it? How did you overcome it?
Much
Much
prayer,
prayer. Okay.
much
Wow, that's
prayer, because I
wonderful.
felt
Mm-hmm.
as if my back was against the wall.
Mm.
Um, but also knowing that I've always been that type of person that persevere. So I've
Mm-hmm.
always had that footing and that foundation in prayer
Mm-hmm.
and faith and belief. And
Mm-hmm.
I just had to really pull on it. Sometimes you got to pull on it a lot harder than sometimes. And
Mm.
but that was the thing that I would say that how I overcame, and just really bringing that back into myself and knowing that I can do it, and just have to believe in myself. And it's just a different way. But it brought me into a different value of it. You still always look at your
Mm.
experiences as being lessons, and
Mm.
you see yourself just as much you see everything else around you. And when you do that and embrace the right path out of it, you're never set back to a point where you just don't know where you're going to go. You might be redirected sometimes, but sometimes it
Yes.
gets you on the
Mm.
right path, because
Mm-hmm.
maybe, what if this is something I should have been doing a long time ago, but I
Well,
didn't,
I
but
believe
it
there's
got
a
me here.
time and a season for
Hmm.
everything. To me, I say that you know, everything happens at a specific time for a reason. There's a
Yes.
time and a season for. So I don't regret anything in my life.
Um,
Some people will say, "I wish it happened." Then maybe God didn't want it to happen. Let me say, God didn't want it to happen
yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Everything is in God's perfect timing.
Yes.
Whether we like it, we're happy about it or not, but I believe that everything, whether good or bad, is in God's perfect timing and
Yes.
his plans. Wow, that's amazing. I'm glad that you're a woman of faith, a woman of prayer.
Thank
Thank God
you.
that you were able to overcome, those setbacks and obstacles. And now, what advice do you have to give to people that would like to break into this industry, or maybe this digital world, this online business, and maybe they're still skeptical, standing on the fence? What would you
Yeah.
say to them? Yeah.
I would say, first, get out of your own way. Do the inner work first. Do the inner work,
Mm-hmm.
because this does play an
Mm-hmm.
effect in what you do in business.
Yeah.
Um, get out your own way, do the inner work,
Mm-hmm.
set a plan with your what you want to do. If you have an idea, actually set that plan out.
Mm-hmm.
Plan it thoroughly. Don't just get out there and just do it. Sometimes you could do it and it can do well, but then you may not be ready for the growth, and you're still
Mm.
kind of in a place. So always set a plan to what you do. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and just show up, be visible, and stay out
Mm.
of the comfort zone. Once you do
Mm.
the inner work, once you devise the plan, get the
Mm.
help with it, just go with it, because you don't know what's on the other side of your yes.
Absolutely. Mm. Mm. Wow, thank you for that. Now, we're about to round that
Yeah.
anyway. What are your top three tips for success for 2022?
Oh, my top is just keep going forward. I just
Mm-hmm.
have one big success. Keep going
Mm-hmm.
forward.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because that's where you pick up the different success points. Success is so
Mm-hmm.
broad.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if I could just give you what my success tip is right now. for my life. It's
It's
just
okay. Yeah,
keep
maybe can
going
help somebody.
forward.
Go ahead.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yes, yes. And also, and network. Be willing to network and help people. Let the
Hmm.
foundation of helping others still be the foundation of what you do, and keep that in mind. So that would be my tips.
Okay. Thank you so much for those amazing uh, tips. So now it's that time, that moment that I talked about earlier on. So you can get your glasses ready. We are popping the champagne to celebrate our 20th episode. So grab your glass, grab your water, whatever it is that you
Oh,
have.
water.
I know you're not at home. You would have had your beautiful glass there with you.
Hmm.
So,
Now, while you're popping that bottle, I do want to announce that you're going to be on my podcast on this Saturday.
oh yes,
So
I'm
yeah,
so
so
looking
I'll
forward to
send you
that.
all the
Mhm.
information, and you can invite your people to watch you on my show this Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right, so guys, you've heard it. I'll be on a show on Saturday. So please, whoa, yay! I like that sound. I like that sound. So
Wonderful.
I'm just going to pour me a bit. Yeah. So let's do some cheers. Cheers to you with your water.
Yes.
Yeah, cheers. To
Cheers.
more shows and to us going to the spotlight, going to bigger and greater shows, because I know you have a show and I know that we are going to be in higher places and
Thank you.
celebrate that. So cheers.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you for having me.
Wow, Sasha, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much for coming through and sharing and opening up your heart to share about yourself and your journey. I really, I'm honored, and I believe that somebody is inspired there at home. Whoever was still skeptical, through your story that you've shared and all that you've shared, they were going to say yes and give it a try. I really appreciate. God bless you for
God bless
accepting.
you
I know,
too.
I love that. So guys, if you don't know, if you just jumped on late, me and Sasha just met on Facebook. I sent her a friend request. So tell me, what made you to answer my friend request, Sasha? Share with the audience.
Bianca is the true businesswoman. She had all her social media stuff intact. She had who she was in the bio, and I vet everybody that comes, sends me friend requests. And she has such an invite spirit, you could just tell in her picture. And I just couldn't say no. I said, oh, confirm, respond, yes. And I'm glad that I
Wow,
did.
I also, saw you as that vibrant person that I would really like to connect with. And I'm glad that
Thank you.
I actually reached out to you, and I'm glad that you accepted my friend request. Now
Oh, thank
this
you.
is to greater, more like bigger things that we'll do together. All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
So I'm going to say goodbye to our Facebook viewers. If you're watching from my YouTube channel, please make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, and hit on the notification button. And for those that maybe just jumped on today, I have another one on Tuesdays, which is Mindset Your Roadway to Help. So on Tuesday, I'm going to have another amazing speaker. Thursday, we are back again for Mindset Your Roadway to Wealth. So don't miss it. And on Saturday, like Sasha said, I'm going to be on a talk show. So I'm so excited on a podcast show. So make sure you watch the space on my Facebook page. I'm going to share all the information. Come and support, and yeah, come and learn more what Sasha is all about. So God bless you all, my ladies here on the Zoom coaches. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So I'm just going to go off Facebook for now, and then we remain in